Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is Mitch Sturkenberg. In this video, we're going to talk about the pre-Rumble East Coast Volleyball Tournament that happened last weekend, which is the tournament before the Pottstown Rumble.
And we've got a wonderful playoff game for men's.
The biggest grass volleyball tournament in the United States. Let's get right into it. First off, new microphone. Shout out Rode. This is not sponsored, but it could be. Yeah, so let's dive into the pre-Rumble, which is the tournament before the Pottstown Rumble. Pottstown coming up this weekend. Super excited for that. Tons of teams in the mix. Expecting a lot of great competition and some great volleyball. And I'll be there all weekend filming, shooting content for Pottstown, doing some stuff for my channel as well. So definitely stop by, or if you want to book something with me, let me know. But the pre-Rumble was great. I got the chance to go down on Saturday last weekend to York and watch the playoffs of that tournament, which featured a lot of really good teams. That's why I wanted to kind of do my homework ahead of the Rumble, see where teams were at, see who would be in the mix, and it really characterized what I thought for the players that were at that tournament. Some really high-level teams. I think the more you play in advance of the Rumble together with your partner, the better position you're going to set yourself up in. So the Huntsbergers, the Cap Elias, the Moyer, McGinley, Dentler Cox, Ray Gunderson, Schaefer, all these guys that played in the Rumble and have been playing consistently in some ECV tournaments this summer, I think they are a step ahead of the game of some of these other teams who maybe haven't played as much grass this summer or just with their partner in general. Some of the games that I watched a lot from the pre-Rumble were quarterfinals match between Huntsberger Moyer and McGinley Moyer, and that was a really fun, exciting match. I mean, lots of personality going on between those four guys. Great energy. The crowd was fired up. There was a huge section of fanboys for James Moyer, who was a big influence on the volleyball community, especially in the Maryland area. But yeah, really fun game to watch. Moyer and McGinley came out on top. I think it was 11-8 after a couple late points and some clutch serving down the stretch. Those two guys are a team that I think can have a lot of success in this year's Rumble. They play well together. They really connect well as a pair. I think that's really important as outdoor grass players. You can't just be a physical pin. You have to connect with your partner. So sometimes having a more seasoned blocker and then a really good defender works out better than having two really physical players who, might not be as talented on defense or as skilled blocking or setting, whatever the case may be. So those are two guys that I think are going to play really well together at the Rumble. And the pre-Rumble was just evidence of that future success going forward. They went on to play Cap Elias, which is another game I pretty much watched that whole match. Ironically enough, Cap Elias almost lost the prior game, but they were down, I want to say 9-10 in that match. Found a way to sneak back as Ian Cap always does. You can't give them an opportunity. I always say when I'm playing, don't give them a chance. They did, and they found their ways to the semifinal match and ultimately passed Moyer and McGinley to get to the finals, where Dentler and Cox ultimately won the pre-Rumble. And I didn't stay for the whole finals match. It was getting pretty dark and we were losing daylight at that time of the day, but Dentler Cox pretty much the heavy favorite in that tournament, and that was pretty much expected that they were going to take it. This is really one of my first videos commenting on East Coast volleyball. I've covered a little bit of Pottstown stuff in the past, but nothing really analysis wise. So really just setting the tone for a great weekend of Pottstown content. I really want to do the best I can to get more footage, analysis, the best moments I can from the Pottstown Rumble, put them all on YouTube on this channel, so everyone that's a fan of this great tournament can see behind the scenes, all the access and all the best moments. If you're a fan of the Rumble, or if you're coming to Pottstown, Pennsylvania this year, definitely stick around for some future content on this channel. And yeah, look forward to seeing y'all this weekend. Plenty of content to come, like I said. I'll roll the cinematic footage from the pre-Rumble for this video, but that's all I got in this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you this weekend. Peace.